When prayer stops after the crisis is over. How to stay spiritually alive. Many of us turn to faith during tough times, when exams loom, job interviews are nerve-wracking, or life-changing decisions hang in the balance. Prayer feels natural then because we need hope and help. But what happens after the crisis passes? For many, it's common to drift away from God once life seems to be under control. Maybe you prayed hard to pass an exam, get a visa, or land that job, and when you succeeded, your prayer life quietly faded. You might still identify as Christian, maybe even attend church sometimes, but deep down, faith feels like something you do only when you need it. This is a real and painful reality, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Why does faith drift away? When things are tough, faith becomes urgent and personal. We rely on God because we feel vulnerable. But when life stabilizes, distractions, busyness, or doubts can creep in. Faith can feel dry or routine, and without fresh motivation, it's easy to become complacent or simply go through the motions. Many Christians experience faith as a label or habit rather than a life-transforming relationship. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and there's hope. Rekindling faith starts with gratitude and small steps. Faith is not just for crises, it's a daily choice to stay connected with God. It's not meant to be a tool we pull out only in emergencies. Staying grounded in faith means nurturing it daily, through prayer, worship, community, and acts of service. One key to rekindling faith is gratefulness. Instead of only turning to God when you want something, try thanking Him daily for what you already have. When we remember to give thanks regularly, not just when asking for something, we cultivate a heart of contentment and joy. Gratitude turns our focus back to God's goodness and provision, even in the mundane moments. It opens your heart and reminds you that God is always present. How to move from lukewarm to living faith. Start small. Pick one simple spiritual habit, like praying for 3 minutes a day or reading one verse. It's better to start tiny than not at all. Be honest with God, tell Him about your doubts, struggles, and distractions. God welcomes your realness, not perfection. Frequent the sacraments. As Catholics, attending Sunday Mass is non-negotiable. It is the heart of our worship and communion with God. Regularly receiving the Eucharist and going to confession nourishes and strengthens faith in ways nothing else can. Serve others. When you help someone, you experience faith in action. Serving reconnects you with purpose beyond yourself. Join a community. Being around other believers who want to grow can inspire and encourage you. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down daily blessings or answered prayers to remind yourself of God's ongoing work in your life. Celebrate the wins. Keep track of moments when you feel God's presence or notice blessings. Why it matters. Living a nominal or cultural faith can feel safe but often leaves us empty and searching. When you make faith a priority, not just a backup plan, your life gains depth, peace, and direction. You become part of a story bigger than yourself, one of hope, grace, and transformation. Final thought. If your faith feels lukewarm or more about routine than relationship, remember, God's invitation to deeper life is always open. It starts with small, daily choices of gratitude, prayer, and serving others. Over time, these simple acts build a faith that sustains you, not just in the hard times, but in every season of life. Do I treat my faith as a relationship to nurture daily, or as a tool to use only in emergencies? Comment below.
Get ready for battles fiercer than any fairy tale. Inside Saints vs. Dragons. Real saints take on dragons, demons, and empires. And they win. Epic escapes. Holy heroes. Good versus evil. Let your kids discover that holiness is the greatest superpower. Because with God on your side, even dragons can be defeated. Saints vs. Dragons. Monsters, Martyrs, and Miracles Golden Legend Tales. Retold for young readers. Available on paperback and ebook. Only at Amazon.com/author/Domchu.